job. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to find your landmarks. The landmarks are exactly the same as for the ankle tape job. So the first strips you want to apply, because we're using regular white athletic tape, need to be just below where the calf muscle belly changes angle. All right? So what you're going to do is you're going to put 2 anchors right there on the teardrop shape, overlapping by half. All right? So there's my anchors up here. Again, you're going to find the same anchor on the foot, base of the 5th metatarsal. And you're going to come just towards the toes from the base of the 5th metatarsal. Displaying the foot as you apply the tape.
Is it tight or?
This one is just laid down loosely, the foot anchor. Okay. So there is your anchors. Alright, so now all I'm going to do, just get you to flip over onto your stomach. Now I'm going to make my fan. Alright, with the fan, what you want to do is you want to just measure out your first strip. So you're going to take a piece, run it right down behind the foot, and I usually measure to about the middle of the foot anchor. So that's my length there of the stirrup. Okay, so I'm just getting length of the stirrup there. All I'm going to do from here, I'm going to put my tape down on top of the table, and I now make a fan. Alright, so what I do is I take the tape and I'm going to apply to one side, and it comes across to the other side of the tape. Alright, I'm making an X shape. Remember that this part here is quite a bit longer than this part, so I want my narrowest part of my fan to be going directly over the heel, so one side will be longer than the other. Okay, so I make my fan, I like to make it 3 strips, and then I double it up. So I go back over just to give it a little bit of extra strength. And I finish with one right up the middle, just to give it a nice closed, strong fan. Okay, you can see there's the fan, there's the fan. Alright, so like I said, one side is quite a bit longer than the other side. So usually what I'll do is I'll put that part on the calf. Alright, and then flip back over again for me. Once I've got it stuck on the top, I re-anchor it, then I don't have to worry about it, right? So I re-anchor the tape up here. Okay. And then flip back over again. So from here, I'm now going to take the foot, all right, and remember I want to try and keep the foot slightly plantar flexed. So I want to keep it slightly plantar flexed as it's moving, so I'm trying to restrict end range dorsiflexion, right? The problem is I need to make sure that I have enough range in dorsiflexion that I can actually get the foot flat down on the ground when they're standing. So I usually like to let the foot pretty much hang wherever it rests, unless they have really tight Achilles and it hangs here, pretty much just shy of straight down. So, and I take the tension out of the tape up at the top, put it down, fasten it onto my anchor at the bottom. Okay, and then flip back over again. Okay, and all I do is I re-anchor here. Okay. Double that guy up. Just remembering to splay the foot apart when you're doing the foot anchors. Then usually what I'll do is I'll fold over the edges just of the fan. That just makes it, I mean, you know how hard it is to rip the tape when you get those little folds in it. So it just makes it that much stronger. Okay. So there's my tape job, and then when I'm here, I want to make sure that they can stand up, so just try standing up on it. So this is my opportunity here, where I have them stand on it to make sure that they can get their heel right down on the ground. What I want you to do is I want you to try and bend. Okay, so that should stop you on the right. So if you go on the left, it should get you, you should be able to go quite a bit further than you can on the right. All right? She can still stand, she can still walk, everything's still comfortable there. All right? So that is the Achilles tape job. Okay? From there, you could close the rest of it off if you wanted. Right? But generally, I just leave it open because less tape, the more comfortable it generally is for your athletes.